Hi, this is John. Thank you, thank you. Otherwise known as the chocolate watering can, also known as John Gora Eden, also known as Feast on Their Flesh, also known as Jay Mitten. I'm whatever you want me to be. So have a good time. Kayaking beside my love, on water still and silent, like a morning dove. The rivers flow, a metaphor for our lives, drifting apart where once our passion thrived. Paddles cutting through the somber tide as we navigate the currents side by side. But the distance grows, a chasm unseen in the fading lights where our love convenes. The water reflects the weight of our hearts, turbulent emotions tearing us apart. We were once a vessel sailing with grace, now adrift in sorrow, lost in this place. Beside my love, I yearn for connection. The kayak glides a solitary endeavor. In this bleak landscape, love's flame did sever. Echoes of laughter like whispers of the past, haunting the waters where memories were cast, ripples of reflection, now mere echoes in time. The shoreline passes a witness to our demise, where love once bloomed now withers and dies. The river's embrace, once warm and serene, now mirrors our hearts, broken and unseen. Kayaking beside my love, a bittersweet ordeal, a once cherished union, now cold and surreal. The emptiness surrounds like a foggy haze as we navigate this desolate maze. Your spirit I seek to lend words to the sorrow so hauntingly bleak. For in your verse the pain finds its place, a love's testament to bitter embrace. In the fading light, our paddle strokes slow as we drift apart, a love we once know. Kayaking beside my love, a melancholic affair. In this solitude I find solace in despair. The river carries us further from the shore, where love's ember flickers but burns no more. In the depths of the sorrow I find release, paddling away, my heart heavy with peace. Kayaking beside my love, a silent testament. In this world of desolation, we were once heaven sent, but now, as the river meanders and sighs, I bid farewell as our love slowly dies. In the depths of divine creation, when love was birthed, God's aim seemed distant. And as dogs came to be, their plight was untouched. Plants sprouted average and unadorned, and hate, in its existence, held its utilitarian norm. As for me, when God breathed life into my being, I was uniquely formed, shaped by his hands, a testament to his artistry and vision. Though his presence seemed distant, aloof, his creation of the monkey was marked by slumber. Inebriated, God fashioned the towering giraffe, its graceful neck reaching for celestial heights, and in a haze, narcotics took their bewitching form, a creation born of his elevated state of mind. Yet, in moments of despair, he stooped low to forge suicide. But when it was you lying in that sacred bed, God knew precisely what he was doing. Drunk on ecstasy, intoxicated by his creation, simultaneously sculpting mountains, seas, and fire, in that instant, he bared his flaws, made mistakes. Yet as he fashioned you, the masterpiece of his desire, he spilled his sacred essence across the blessed expanse, anointing his universe with the ecstasy of creation, for in you he found solace, a profound connection, and his love cascaded like rivers of stardust, uncontained. All I've ever known are women of the night, former sirens of the streets, women teetering on the precipice of madness. And yet I catch glimpses of men with serene companions, women of calm and grace. I witness them in the aisles of supermarkets, strolling hand in hand along bustling streets, and sharing intimate moments within the sanctity of their apartments. They are people living harmoniously, experiencing fragments of peace, however fleeting they may be. I am aware that their tranquility is but a partial respite, yet it exists, offering them hours and days of solace. But all I've ever known are addicts, prisoners of pills and bottles, women who have succumbed to the shadowed allure on the streets. When one departs, another arrives, each one more broken than the last, a cycle of perpetual deterioration, and amidst the spiral. I've witnessed countless men with women of quiet elegance, adorned in gingham dresses. These are girls with faces devoid of ferocity, free from the predatory nature that consumed those I've known. Never introduce a fallen woman to her, I caution my scant circle of friends, aware that I would inevitably fall under her spell. You wouldn't be able to handle a virtuous woman, John. Oh, how I yearn for a virtuous woman, more fervently than I crave the ink-stained keys of this typewriter, more passionately than I desire the comfort of my automobile, and more profoundly than the melodies of Mozart stir in my skull. The need for a virtuous woman consumes me so intensely that I can taste her presence in the very air I breathe. I feel her essence at the tips of my fingertips, as if she were within my grasp. I envision sidewalks specifically crafted for her delicate feet to traverse, and pillows meticulously arranged for her to rest her weary head upon. My laughter lies in wait, eager to burst forth in her presence. I can envision her tenderly caressing a feline companion, peacefully slumbering beside me. I see her slippers, patiently waiting to embrace her feet upon the cool floor. I know she exists, somewhere in this vast world. Yet, where does she dwell as the sirens of the night continue to seek me out, ensnaring me within their dark allure?
When you were young, younger than the morning sun, you dreamed of freedom, of wide open spaces to run. When you were young, younger than the blooming flowers, you believed in magic, in endless enchanting hours. When you were young, younger than the rolling sea, you felt invisible with dreams as vast as can be. When you were young, younger than the towering trees, you believed in love, carried by this gentle breeze. When you were young, younger than the mountain's peak. You chased adventures with an innocent and joyful streak. When you were young, younger than the whispering wind, you danced with hope and let your spirit ascend. When you were young, younger than the endless sky, you had no boundaries, no reason to question why. When you were young, younger than the desert sand, you believed in miracles, held destiny in your hand. When you were young, younger than the rivers flow, you found solace in nature, in its tranquil ebb and flow. When you were young, younger than the moonlit nights, you embraced the darkness with the fearless heart shining so bright. When you were young, younger than the embers glow, you painted dreams on the canvas of the world you come to know. When you were young, younger than the fading twilights, you were a beacon of pure innocence, a guiding star burning bright. Oh, the years have passed like grains of sand slipping away. But in the spirit of that youth, forever in your heart will stay. So hold on to those memories like treasures in your soul. For the child within still whispers secrets only you can know. When you were young, oh so young and wild, you held the universe within the laughter of a child. When you were young, younger than the passage of time, you lived each moment fully with a spirit so sublime. You were young, younger than the world's demands. You had the power to change it all, held within your hands. So remember when you were young, so sweet and true, those days of wonder when the world belonged to you. Let the echoes of that youth guide you through each day, and let the spirit of your innocence forever light your way.
Okay, so, in the enchanting realm of the Victorian era, there existed an obscure and enigmatic company known as the Ethereal Curiosities, nestled away in the heart of London. This peculiar establishment defied the conventions of its time, indulging in the realm of the surreal and the fantastical. It was founded by the enigmatic entrepreneur, Mr. Percival Thaddeus Sterling. Ethereal Curiosities operated as a clandestine society, catering to a select few who sought to escape the mundane realities of Victorian life. And its ostentatious storefront, adorned with ornate carvings and intricate brass fixtures, beckoned the curious souls who longed for the extraordinary. Thanks to its hollowed walls, visitors were transported into a world beyond imagination. The labyrinthine layout of the establishment was deliberate, designed to disorient and bewitch those who entered. So each room was concealed with a peculiar wonder, carefully crafted to blur the lines between reality and the fantastical. In one room, for instance, contained a mesmerizing collection of clocks that melted time itself, warping the perception of hours and minutes. The rhythmic ticking of these eccentric timepieces resonated with the souls of patrons, compressing time at their whims. And another chamber housed a sprawling library of bound dreams. Within its pages, one could read the surreal stories and aspirations of long-lost souls, embarking on journeys through ethereal realms and bending the laws of physics with each turn of a page. Patrons often found themselves lost for hours, immersing themselves in the vibrant tapestries of imagination. Ethereal Curiosities was renowned for its eclectic staff of artisans and inventors, carefully chosen for their mastery of illusion and ability to manipulate the laws of nature. The alchemists actually brewed potions that could alter perception, unveiling hidden truths or transporting patrons to their most cherished memories. But the company's centerpiece, however, was the Grand Gallery of Illusions. This vast space housed a mesmerizing collection of phantasmagoric spectacles. Guests wandered through corridors of twisted mirrors where their reflections contorted into impossible shapes, challenging their sense of self. Paintings came alive, whispering secrets and tales of forgotten realms. Sculptures defied gravity, hanging suspended in midair as if held by big giant hands. But Ethereal Curiosities was not merely an entertainment establishment. The underlying philosophy of Mr. Sterling was to awaken the dormant imagination within each visitor and challenge the boundaries of reality. Through their amazing experiences, patrons were encouraged to embrace the untapped depths of their mind and explore the infinite possibilities of this existence. Though not very well known today anymore, pretty much forgotten in history, whispers of ethereal curiosity spread through the elite social circles of Victorian society, enticing those with an adventurous spirit and a hunger for the surreal. However, as quickly as the whispers emerged, they faded into the ether. The mysterious company vanished as abruptly as it appeared, leaving behind only, faded memories and a longing for the extraordinary that would forever linger in the hearts of those fortunate enough to have experienced its bewildering wonders. So, just a little bit of a history lesson for you.
Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk through. Turn away from me, darling. I'm begging you to. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. I belong to another whose arms have grown cold, but I promised forever to have and to hold. I can never be free, dear, but when I'm with you, I know that I am losing the will to be true. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk through. Turn away from me, darling. I'm begging you to. Please help me, I'm falling